Pax vobiscum salvete omnes. My name is Father Mislav Peček. I'm a Croatian Catholic Dominican priest, and you're watching another episode of a game I Am Jesus Christ. Now, this is a blind Let's Play, my first time inside of the game. In this episode, we are starting with a very important apostle. His name is Matthew, or Levi. Levi would be his Jewish name. Matthew is more like a Greek name, right? Matthias. Is it Latin? Is it Greek? I'm not completely sure. Doesn't matter. My ignorance is not so important in this kind of case, but the theological significance of Matthew and Jesus Christ's calling to Matthew is very important. Maybe one of the most radical things that we witness inside of the gospel is Christ calling Matthew. He's a tax collector, and a tax collector is someone that everybody hates. He's a traitor to his own people. Not only a traitor, he exploits, those who are oppressed. He sides with the enemy in order to oppress, in order to exploit those who are the nearest to him. And Christ calls him to follow him. Imagine the scandal. Now, I don't know how the game will actually go through this moment, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see how is depicted inside of the I Am Jesus Christ, the game, and what we can learn from that. Well, without further ado, let's start and first make sign of the cross. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Let's delve in. Okay, let's try to have a conversation with someone and see what's going to happen.
Rabbi, is everything all right?
Andrew. Yes, Andrew. Peter's mother-in-law is actually healed now.
That's wonderful news.
Where will we go next?
I must head towards Jerusalem. But first, I have something important for you to do here in Capernaum. What would that be?
Tell us, Master. We're ready.
Find those whose hearts are open. Go around the town. Let them know that the kingdom of heaven is near. I'll return to you soon. I like that. The kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven is near. And who is the kingdom? He is the kingdom. Jesus Christ. A little bit small theological note in this moment is when you say kingdom, the reign would be actually a better word if we translate it to understand it better. It's not like an area, a kingdom in which you enter, even though part of it is, but it's the reign. The reign of the Most High is here. Jesus Christ is the one who reigns. He's the King of Kings. So his presence signifies the presence of the kingdom, of his own personal reign on everything. And we do want to submit ourselves under his reign. Freely. He will never force us. He's not a tyrant. He wants us to be a part of his kingdom, his benevolent and loving reign, but still very strong. Let's not mistake that. Let's not think that he doesn't care about bad things happening. He cares a lot. Now, some of you suggested to me that in the conversation with the Pharisees, I would need to have 3 questions in order to kind of get rid of him. I just want to check that theory.
Are you up for an intellectual challenge? Perhaps one posed by a Pharisee?
Yes, please. Another intellectual challenge sounds just fine.
The first king of Israel.
Ahaha, that's a trick question. Saul, David, or Solomon? Well, Saul would be the first king.
Exactly.
Oh, it's not a trick question. David is the most famous king, the second king. The Solomon would be the third king.
Would you like to solve an intriguing mental puzzle?
One more?
Who received the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai?
It was Moses.
That's right. I meant to confront you. Instead, I stand convicted and grateful.
I see now. I understand. 3 times the charm. And I actually evolved my followers, face the Pharisees' tricky questions. Alright, 2 out of 3. Call the apostles. Good. Now I think I'm going to... But, wait a second, isn't Matthew right here? No. The miraculous catch, prayer in the wilderness, homecoming, apostles... It's the active quests, apostles. Where could Matthew be? Follow me, approach the tax booth. And where is the tax booth? It's in Jerusalem. Could it be in Jerusalem? No, I don't think so. It's in Capernaum somewhere. It should be. Is because now there is this Pharisee over there. I think I'm gonna speak with him as well, just to conquer him properly. The miracle of healing, we've done all that, my guys. Now, approaching and going somewhere here, this will be a very interesting location. Now, it was near the shore where the booth was, if I'm not mistaken. So it has to be next to the Galilee Lake. Now, I'm not really an expert, and sometimes my memory is also far from good. But, oh, tax collectors. How could I miss that? Was it... How could I miss that? It's kind of obvious. It's completely here, but anyway, maybe the game was just bugging a little bit and I'm not crazy. Sometimes that can be
Have
option.
you heard the news from Jerusalem?
Nope.
I need to buy fresh bread.
Okay. So, the tax booth. Let's see, what's gonna happen when we approach the next future apostle?
And Jesus said, "Follow me, Matthew." Matthew answered,
Me? You want me to follow you?
and again Jesus said, "Yes, Matthew, son of Alphaeus, you."
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
Let me go.
You have money. Quintus protects you. No Jew lives as good as you. You are going to throw it all away?
Quintus. It's kind of
Yes.
it's kind of callback to the Chosen TV series, I think. Quintus, that's a fictional character as far as I know. We don't know like the one for whom Matthew actually worked historically. Okay, I like his haircut. I think it's very well. Glad I found you, Matthew.
So am I. Perhaps I could go home now and prepare dinner for you and your followers.
Oh, it's kind of simplistic. Okay, that's a good idea, Matthew.
You'll regret this, Matthew.
You'll regret this, Matthew.
I stand with you, my lord.
Thank you, my disciple. I would like, actually, for the game to maybe introduce a little bit stronger conversation, interaction between Matthew and Jesus. Just the moment, his shock, he saw Jesus. What was in that gaze? What did he see from his perspective, from Matthew's perspective, when he saw Jesus coming towards him? Okay, just maybe the interior movements, the panic, the desire, the adventure, call for adventure, the possibility of repentance, of changing the life, of being faced with the truth which is not condemning him but asking him to be better than he is. Now, all those things would be very interesting to see inside of the game, because game is a medium where it can be done. Now I've been called to sup together with him. Go to dinner. First of all, complete main quests, accept followers. We're already over 16,000. It's over 9,000. Okay. A little bit of Dragon Ball Z. His house should be near, right? Is this his house over there? Like outside? A little bit outside of the city? Maybe. Let's check it out. It partially would make sense, but no, I don't think it is, to be honest. Let's check it out. I'm not sure. It seems that the game is kind of just pushing me to go to the Jerusalem. I don't think I'm gonna actually end up inside of inside of the house of Matthew. It's just an addition. Also, future possibility for the game. I think cleansing the temple, skip the long travel. How long is long travel? I think this travel would be like incredibly long. I don't think I'm gonna travel to Jerusalem. But where I am going to travel, it's gonna be here. Just to finish my conversation with the Pharisee. Why do I do that? You ask, you pose the question. Because I have an unfortunate tendency to be a completionist in the games that I play. Even though the games are simple, or even more reason for that. I am currently, and I have been playing for almost 1 year, Warhammer Rogue Trader. Engaging a little bit over there, and it's very hard to be completionist in that game. It's huge, but I still do my best, you know. In this game, it's just shorter, it's much easier.
Fancy trying to crack a mental
Please.
exercise inspired by ancient teachings?
Let's crack a mental exercise.
Which city was destroyed by fire and brimstone for its wickedness?
Sodom. Okay.
Correct.
Correct. One more.
Ready for a bit of puzzling as if you were tested by a Pharisee?
As if I'm being tested by a Pharisee.
How many plagues did God send upon Egypt before Pharaoh let the Israelites go?
Let my people go. 10.
Right answer.
Right answer. One more.
Feel like teasing your brain with a challenge that might have tested even a Pharisee.
Let's see. The third and the final
Which
one.
sea was parted so the Israelites could walk through it?
The Red Sea.
Correct. I
But
meant to confront you.
also one
Instead,
river
I
was
stand
parted.
convicted and grateful.
One river was parted as well. Even more. Good. The river would be Jordan. And that was a little bit later. So I think I finished my part with the Pharisees. Seat of Moses, Black Synagogue. I think I'm gonna come there later on. Korozine. Yeah. I don't think this is just for the purpose of me exploring. If I see that it's kind of pushing me to the end, to the actual passion, before that, I might explore a little bit more. Okay, Judea. Ba-dum. Let's look around. Passover festival. Enter the temple courtyard. Now, Jesus might have been 3 times for Passover festival during his ministry. We don't know if the events of the accounts are kind of combined or those were all separate visitations to Jerusalem on Passover, which Jesus did. I love this. I really like this. Look at that. Look at that. The walls are absolutely magnificent and huge. Okay, this is so exciting, to be honest. Oh, I can just imagine myself being here 2,000 years ago. Was it really something like that? Look at the beautiful stones, the rock. The big chunks, big pieces. It's kind of impenetrable, very strong. Look at that. Oh wow, this looks beautiful. What's the name of this? There's something important, I feel. Like some place of some miracle or something. Or the place... No, what is it actually? Let's jump in the water. I'm enjoying in small things. Okay, wow, the columns and everything. Upper Jerusalem visited. This is so fun. Okay, maybe special site, just to check if there is anything in my near vicinity. No? Alright, then again, I guess let's enter inside of Jerusalem for the first time through this big portcullis. This huge doors.
How's
Hello.
your family doing these days?
You know my family?
The Roman taxes weigh heavily on our livelihoods.
You look like the Zebedee. Alright. Hello? Hello? Hello?
We must be cautious when interacting.
This is exciting. These are huge trees. This all looks very monumental. Very, you know, the proportions. The proportions are just great. Alright, we do have to go to the temple, don't we? Yes, let's just go to the temple. Now there is an additional exorcism, sermon. These are different doors. I mean, ways to enter inside of the city. You could have entered also directly through the outside of the city. Jerusalem cemetery is there as well. Okay. You know what? Let's do the miracle of healing first. Yep. Miracle of healing first. Yes. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Those who walk in his ways do not walk alone.
Yeah, I like that.
The council speaks with one.
Okay, I guess Jerusalem is the part where the creators of the game kind of made most effort to be kind of faithful to the historical scene, location, and the different buildings. This is gorgeous. I'm not really good at kind of... Hello, can I heal you?
Everyone flees as soon as I try to draw near. I feed only on my own loneliness.
Oh, I have to touch all the parts where he is sick, and he will be healed. This is nice. Okay, a couple more. Do I have more? Is that all? Oh, one more. It's kind of hard to see, maybe just because of the darkness of the graphics. I'm not sure. Oh, one more. Does he have anything else? Yes, on his hands. Okay, this is nice. This kind of a game is nice. Directly healing.
No one will run away from me anymore. Thank you for giving me my life back among people.
Yeah, it's very hard to actually be sick. Even when it's not visible sickness, just when you are sick, you are a burden to a lot of people usually. It's very hard to carry your sickness. You see that people are kind of running away from you sometimes, sometimes more. Imagine having like this kind of a skin disease at that time. Not only that people will be running away from you, you cannot participate in the society properly. You cannot even participate in the most important thing, and that is the sacrifice in the temple, you know, to be present there, to be present inside of the temple, to worship God together with everyone else. It was hard. It was incredibly hard. So context here is important to understand the incredible infinite love of God in Jesus Christ. Okay. Right. At the same time, we have some beautiful buildings and people just drying their clothes, which is a usual thing.
Two people were arguing.
Even today, you can see in the cities. And just the sign that someone actually lives over there. Oh, now this is Lower Jerusalem, which I just explored, I guess. These would be the walls from the temple, I guess. The most monumental edifice. I am in lack of words, to be honest. I am truly enjoying this. And the size, the proper size of all these things, it's kind of like, yeah, I imagined it being something like this when I would read the Bible. It's kind of appropriate. Things are really big, and you have the feeling of the importance of something or someone because of that size. Now I cannot enter through these doors, but I can do something here.
Please, go away from me.
I will not run away from you, but the demons will run away from you. After I beat them.
Your obedience and faithfulness will bring salvation to many. Trust in my presence and the power that guides you.
Okay, replenish a little bit of my strength. Where is the door to Abyss? Oh, there it is. So it's kind of the spirit realm or something like that, and then I throw the demon back into the infernal pits. Away to the abyss with you. I wield the secret flame of Anur. not equating Gandalf with Jesus Christ. Gandalf would be an angel, one of his angels, if we would be more precise regarding the J.R.R. Tolkien's cosmology. He would be a Maiar, right? A Maiar is a lower caste of angels, so to say. We have the Valar and the Maiar. But it's a fictional world that really beautifully copies a lot of the aspects of our spiritual world, shown to us, revealed to us through the Holy Scripture, through the Bible,
like these.
through Jesus Christ in fullness. Judea visited now as well. All right, perfect. What is here? Can I click? Is this a codex entry? Did I? Yes, Jerusalem walls. Let's read it. Herod the Great's plans to strengthen the walls of Jerusalem were interrupted, leaving the city with incomplete fortifications. This unfinished wall became a symbol of Herod's unfulfilled ambitions, and in later years some sections were reinforced in response to threats. However, before the Roman siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD, very important date, the city still had certain defensive weaknesses which influenced its fate. Alright, and I guess this is a part of it. It's interesting, like, I guess because it is so huge, it takes incredible time to fix it. And even after fixing, I guess it could still be structurally, you know, weaker. It is a little bit reminiscent of, I don't know, Rome Total War or something like that. But that's finding yourself as one of those soldiers. When you look at this, immediate thought that comes to your mind is kind of how to conquer a fortress like this, or how to defend yourself inside of the fortress like this, because it truly is an imposing structure. Big walls, and Israelites were so proud of these walls. We can read, and I regularly read because I am, as a priest, there's a religious person, a Dominican member of the Dominican order. I'm reading the Psalms inside of my, it's called a breviary or office of the hours, a regular reading of Psalms on a daily basis to sanctify the time. All the priests do that throughout the whole world. And there are beautiful psalms inside, and I don't know which number of the psalm that is, but I just remember, you know, the pride with which some psalms were written about the Jerusalem and Jerusalem walls. Holy city. Okay, so this is, I guess, the place where I should have entered, and I will be entering right now. Was this the only path to actually enter it? It was not through the city. That's kind of unusual. I never imagined it like that. Is this correct? If you know, guys, please comment if this is completely correct.
First served.
Surely find something for yourself. Goods and service of the highest quality.
What's this? Place for
goods and
changing
service
money?
Of the highest quality.
Currency. So, Roman denarius was a silver coin that during the time of Jesus was equivalent to a day's wage for a laborer. In addition to denarii, the local population used smaller copper coins such as the as and quadrans. Jewish residents of Judea also used local coins, Tyrian shekel, which was often used to pay temple taxes. Yeah. All right.
Don't wait until everything is sold out.
Now that would be a cemetery over there, right? I do have something to do at the Jerusalem cemetery. Shall we visit the cemetery first? Let's just do that.
Goods and service of the highest.
Okay, so this would be the cemetery of Jesus' time. These are the tombs, the sarcophagi. How do you pronounce it? No, I will not be jumping on them. Even though, I mean, Jesus Christ is the Lord of all the living and the dead. He can do what he wants. It's not disrespecting. He is just planning how to resurrect them very soon. And maybe he's thinking, yes, after my resurrection, these will kind of just be opened and people will start walking out. So this is preparation, kind of knocking on their doors. Your time is soon coming, and you will surprise a lot of people inside of Jerusalem. What an event that was. I can just imagine it. So here is the place. Let's check it out. It's very simple. Codex entry. Jerusalem Cemetery. Let's read it. The cemetery in Jerusalem, especially on the Mount of Olives, has been a significant burial site since ancient times. During the time of Jesus, it was considered a holy place for burial due to its proximity to the temple and the belief in resurrection at the end of days. Well, depends which sect or part of the nation, Israelite nation you have. The Sadducees did not really believe in the resurrection. The cemetery was an essential part of the Jewish life, with elaborate tombs for the wealthy and simpler graves for others. The burial practices reflected for the deep religious beliefs of Jewish people, emphasizing the hope for resurrection and importance of being buried close to Jerusalem. Nice. And of course, we know that Christianity is a continuation. No, it's more than continuation. It's a fulfillment of the faith in one God given to the Jews, right? The Jewish religion, so to say, is the fulfillment. And how do we know it's also continuation and fulfillment? Well, sacrifice. Okay, the Jewish religion is very much primarily based on the necessity for sacrifice, to sacrifice to the Lord for various reasons, and thanksgiving, but also
goods of the finest quality
for sins as well. And in the Catholic Church, we know that the sacrifice is continued daily on every altar. The one sacrifice that was made forever, the sacrifice of Jesus Christ.
About it.
And we unite ourselves, our spirits, with Christ in his sacrifice daily on a Holy Mass, or weekly, if at least on Sundays you go to the Holy Mass.
For you.
The opportunity, I guess, here to kind of buy something.
Everyone can find something for themselves.
Or change something. This was a place where you can kind of buy something to sacrifice, I guess.
I have.
Alright. Alright. Wow, the proportions are just awesome.
Quality.
Okay. So all these places are were kind of used to sell specific stuff, right?
See what a wide range of goods I have.
I guess Jesus would be okay with people selling over here, not yet in the temple, I guess. But like when you enter inside of the temple, it becomes different.
Today, everyone can find something for themselves.
Because it's not bad in itself. You need to change your currency, or you need to.
Any other.
If you don't have an animal of your own which is pure enough, clean enough for you to sacrifice,
It's best to see for
you
yourself.
should buy it somewhere, to exchange somewhere. So it's a service that is useful for the people if they want to properly sacrifice to God. Okay. Let's see.
Isn't that the man who was teaching in Galilee?
Oh wow, there's a lot of stands.
Prices rise every once people.
Oh wow. I really thought that this courtyard here would be more clean. It's filled with stands with people selling.
It's become a den of thieves.
Really. It's kind of the amount of
In this place, even prayer has
stuff. It's incredible. I thought here at least it would be more.
May this day be remembered.
It's unusual. Definitely
The temple should
does not look like a temple. It's more like a market, that's for sure.
Take a look. Something before Passover is over.
Buy something before
This place
Passover is
has
over. No, these
This
are the
place
days
has
of the Passover.
Don't
Pesach.
wait until everything is sold out.
Okay, and the big moment. Cleansing of the temple. Overturn the money-changing tables, 3. Let animals out of the pens, 4. Set birds free, 3. Okay, divine vision can insist. Let me use my divine vision to see where I can go. Okay, it's here. Now this would be the place where the sacrifices were being made, wasn't it? Yes. At least some? Were they? Labor? Not sure. No, this does not really look like a place of sacrifices. This is not the altar. Not the proper altar. Now, This poor woman will not be happy.
Because of him, we'll lose all our money.
Okay.
What is he doing?
What is he doing? This? Okay, I just use force push, I guess. Okay, what, here? Something? Animals!
What is he doing? Those animals are meant for the Passover sacrifices.
Yeah, people are not happy with me. Here? Let's do here. Run! Alright, now, in reality, Jesus actually made a whip out of the ropes, the cords, and threw out the money changers outside. Here, it seems that Jesus is a little bit more peaceful than in the actual account. But maybe the game will show us. Let's see. Let's finish the...
Isn't that the man who was teaching in
that madman. He's destroying
our coins. That man is destroying everything.
Yeah, when I'm doing that, let's do it properly.
Someone stop him. This is the Lord's house, not a place for...
Oh, this is my house, actually, Jesus would say. The Lord house, because
Isn't that the man
Father
who
and
was teaching
I are one. Where are the pigeons, the doves, the birds? I can hear them somewhere, but I cannot
This
see
place
them.
has become a den of thieves.
Where am I? Where is the location for me to do it? Animals outside of pens, birds outside of cages. I am walking throughout the whole temple.
It's always like this before.
Yeah, at least the inner part of the temple, it's so sad to see like everything completely consumed by stuff for trading, just merchandise. Yep. A little bit more tables.
Coins.
I am lacking. Oh, there it is. Birds. Hello. A little bit here. Yeah, that's more. I have a couple of more animals. Yes, and birds, one more, and I guess that will be finished. Where are they running? Just around? Or, yeah, they're just going around, I guess. Now, the idea of Jesus was like to throw them out, not to be here where people should, you know, devote their hearts to God. The reason for their stay here should be to be completely turned to God. I need to find one more. Oh yeah, let's use Alt properly. Okay, yeah, sure. We can destroy this as well, but what we need is this. Yeah. Confront the Pharisees. Speak about the true purpose of the temple. Let's do that. Let's confront and let's speak. This will be an interesting interaction.
What do you think you're doing? This is a holy place.
You should be more mad, actually, in reality. What do you think you're doing? This is a holy place. No, I guess they would be screaming to Jesus. Exactly what I did would be the answer here. What Jesus says.
This was order, established by the law.
This place was meant to be a house of prayer. But you've made it a marketplace. What will be his answer?
You have no authority to change anything here.
I am not changing, I'm restoring.
You know this will have consequences.
Nicodemus, okay. And so do you. Interesting interaction between Jesus and Nicodemus. Of course, we know that Nicodemus is the one that came during the night in secret to Jesus, wanting to know more about him. He was afraid that others would notice what he was doing, so he was like a secret disciple of Jesus Christ. Now, it was cowardly, but in the end, he was one of his. Which is more important, of course. We know that he showed up after Christ's death as well. Sometimes truth has to shake the walls before anyone listens.
Keep this up, and you'll bring down Rome on all of us.
Maybe judgment has already begun. Maybe you should ask if heaven's judgment hasn't already begun. Yeah, that's a stronger way to say that. Look at them, the three imposing dudes.
Sometimes the silence speaks more than the words.
Nicodemus, peace be with you.
Watch your steps, Galilean.
Peace be with you.
Watch your steps, Galilean.
Yeah, you're not happy with me. I know. You can pass. Are you preventing me to go upside? Yeah, to enter? I guess you are. Like, no entry into the inside part of the temple. Alright, because I'm gonna go there later. So, I guess I did the important thing. I can increase my follower count, I guess. We are on 18,000 already. I wonder what is the total. Is it like 33,000 the maximum or something like that? I am looking forward to entering the inner part of the temple, actually. This is awesome, but the inner part I'm really excited about.
Leaving the temple,
look at this.
Jesus noticed a man, observing him closely.
Where?
He could sense this stranger knew the streets and shadows of Jerusalem all too well, and saw immediately what a unique addition this man would be among his followers.
Let's check it out. Who is that? Oh, Judas. The Judas knows the streets properly. Is that you? That would be you indeed. Alright, let's look with Judas. Now, which Judas is that? Iscariot or the other one?
Rabbi, that was quite the scene in the temple. You've made powerful enemies today.
Indeed I did. Now, I know.
It's not safe here after dark. I have a quiet place nearby.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Where is it?
Go to the edge of the lower city, near the wall by Ophel. You'll find my hideout there.
Hideout? Where do you have a hideout? Okay, sure. I will meet you there shortly. Locate his hideout. Alright, his hideout on the map would be in the far place of Jerusalem. So the only way for me to actually... Can we exit here? Let's check it out. Oh, this is so nice. Kind of reminiscent... Oh, it's a kind of stupid reference, I'm sorry. Of the Gladiator. Gladiator goes up the stairs to... Yes, we can enter here. Oh, this is beautiful. Russell Crowe goes to the Colosseum. Yeah. Anyway, not a good reference. It's just how my mind sometimes works. But this view is amazing. Excellent. Now, on the far side of this city would be Judas's house. Shall we check it out? Yes, let's go. I doubt that Jesus was doing something like this ever, but a little bit of parkour is kind of fun to do in Jerusalem. What's this? This is unusual. This is very unusual. Such a statue would not really be approved, I think, of the Jews. This is maybe something which the Romans put for some specific reason. Unusual. Let's speak with the Pharisee.
To unravel a thought-provoking puzzle?
Provoke me with your thoughts, please.
What animal did Noah send out from the ark that
A
returned
dove.
with an olive leaf?
Dove. Next. It was not he did send a raven, but it did not return with an olive leaf, so a dove.
Correct.
Okay.
Feel like teasing your brain with a challenge?
Yes.
Which prophet had a vision of a valley full of dry bones coming to life?
That would be Ezekiel, the prophet Ezekiel. That's a little bit harder for some people, I think. Yep.
Ready for a bit of puzzling as if you were tested by a Pharisee?
Sure. One more. Let's check it out.
The first temple in Jerusalem.
That would be Solomon. Now, David wanted to, but God said
no.
Absolutely.
I meant to confront you. Instead, I stand convicted and grateful.
It says you silenced him with truth. Well, it was not my intention to silence him here specifically. Alright. I just wanted a friendly interaction. I want to be friends with Pharisees in order to help them. But only if they are very hypocritical and nasty, then I have to be very sharp with them, because Jesus never liked hypocrites. The Pharisees, through their knowledge of the law and of their desire to actually follow the law, were really close, to understanding God's word. But at the same time, really far away, a lot of them, because of the pride. It's very unfortunate. So God will... It's similar as to the priests, religious people today. If you have a higher degree of education and possibilities of actually following the Lord, you will be judged in a different manner. So all the religious people today as well, priests, yeah, as well, absolutely. When I say religious, I specifically mean religious orders, Dominican, Franciscan, Benedictines, Carmelites, Jesuits, stuff like that. That's what I mean. Hello.
The shepherd's sheep are wandering.
Shepherd's sheep are wandering. Where is the person? I'm trying to get to a person here somewhere. Yes. He's hiding, or he's hidden. It's hard to locate him. No, that's a codex.
The people grew quiet as he came forward. Some came to listen, some came to judge. Others only wanted to see the man they had heard about. Then Jesus stepped up, looked at the crowd, and began to teach. If a man has 100 sheep, and one of them is lost, will he not leave the rest and go to look for the one that has wandered away? And when he finds it, he rejoices more over that one sheep and over the others that never wandered. So it is with God. He does not rejoice when a soul is lost. He rejoices when the lost one returns.
Yeah.
Therefore, do not despise those who have fallen. Do not say, this one is beyond saving. As long as a man still lives, the road back is not closed. There is great joy over one heart that returns. So be merciful, be patient, and be ready to seek the one who has gone far away.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that part. It's incredibly significant for my life specifically. For me growing up in an environment with a lot of friends out, far away from God, and a lot of them still far away from God. Some of them think they are closer, and I guess they are closer, but still far away of what God actually wants for them. And we never shun people. Okay, some cults do the shunning, we have to separate ourselves from those dirty and wicked ones. Only if they become a member of us can we socialize with them. And Christians don't do that. That doesn't mean that we're gonna be in an environment when sin is kind of propagated. Absolutely no. We do kind of step back from that, but we're gonna keep contacts with the people we love. We're gonna try and find ways to bring God to those people whom we love. We want to give good to those who need the good. We want to bring love to those people who lack that love. That's what we are sent to do. That's our mission as Christians, to evangelize the world, to give life to the world, to all those who are dead inside, to give Christ to the world. Yeah. And the actual joy of God for even one who returns is incredible. It's absolutely amazing. We should never forget that. So when you see someone who is really in deep sin, maybe she offends you, and it's really hard to be near that person, start praying for that person, but not for your gain, for you to be more calm, but for the actual conversion of that person. You want for that person to be happy. You want for that person to be closer to God, because that person is hurting him or herself and you because of the lost state in which he or she is.
I saw a group of travelers
need to love
passing
that
through the town
person.
square.
That's God's love. All right, let's go to the house of Judah. Judah, I don't know which one Judah that is. Or, whoa. These are steep stairs. Man, these are very steep stairs.
The shepherd's sheep are wandering close to the village.
The shepherd's sheep are wandering close to the village. And it's very hard to get to the house. I guess this is a hidden location in a way, isn't it? Look at that. How to get there? Do I have to go across, kind of climb first? I guess I do. Which kind of just increases on the fact that this is kind of hidden. Oh, let me see. So here, here. It will be here, here. So, there it is. This is the place where I have to go. Okay. It's a little bit hard to actually find it, but not that bad. Lovely view. Okay.
You found it. Not bad, huh? Quiet, hidden, useful. I've spent a lot of nights here watching the city move.
Nice. You've seen enough to know I'm not here to hide.
No, you're not like the others. You speak like you know where all this is going.
I have a feeling this is Judas Iscariot, that he kind of wants me to be the one who's gonna do violence to everyone who is doing bad and kind of, you know, have an earthly kingdom, earthly reign.
Especially because of that. Come, have a meal and rest a little. Night will fall soon.
Yeah, he has expectations of Christ. He has expectations of Jesus. I want Jesus to be like that. I want him to serve my purposes, my ideas, my vision, my goals, my will in the end. It's understandable. We do that very often. So let's not immediately condemn Judas, even though he was condemned in the end. It's an incredibly tragic end. But we have to recognize that there is a big possibility of us doing the same thing. Thank you, Judas. This means more than you know. Rest and wait. Sit down for a meal. Let's do that. Apostle code. Check the apostle panel.
Hey, someone's coming. Looks like that Pharisee from the temple.
Oh, this would be Nicodemus. Let me just check this. Judas. Now, there are two Judases. Why don't we know which one this is? I might be wrong. This might not actually be the, you know, the Judas of whom I spoke, Iscariot. But okay, we cannot see him, but we know that this is Nicodemus, a Pharisee, and actually a Pharisee from something called Sanhedrin, a place where just the most powerful Pharisees in Israel would be. There is like a group of the elite who make the most important decisions. Okay, so it was important and very unique that he recognized that there's something more to Jesus Christ and he wanted to know more. But because he was surrounded by others on the top, you know, other elite, he was afraid that he would lose his status if others saw him being with Jesus. Are we like that sometimes as well? Well, let me know.
Rabbi, we know that you are a teacher come from God. For no one can do these signs that you do unless God is with him.
All right, I know that. Most certainly, I tell you. Now, this will be the moment when he speaks about the necessity of being born again. Most certainly, I tell you, unless one is born anew, he can't see the God's kingdom.
How can someone be born when they are old? They can't go back inside their mother. They can't be born a second time.
It's kind of a very interesting, funny conversation. And even when you read it inside of the Bible, you know, the response from Nicodemus, like, oh, that sounds so stupid. You cannot be born again. You have to go back to the mother to be born again. He just sees it completely literally. He doesn't understand what Jesus is trying to say.
Jesus answered, "Most certainly I tell you, unless one is born of water and the Spirit, he can't enter into God's kingdom. That which is born of the flesh is flesh. That which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Don't marvel that I said to you, you must be born anew. Are you the teacher of Israel and don't understand these things? No one has ascended into heaven but he who descended out of heaven, the Son of Man, who is in heaven. As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life.
Thank you for speaking with me tonight.
You're welcome. It's a very famous quote that whosoever will believe in me shall not perish but have eternal life. Yeah, that is the reason why he came, to give us life, and life in abundance, to flourish, to be the complete men as we are created to be, in the image and likeness of God. But only if we are with him can we be really that what we are created to be. Yeah, become what you're meant to be, or what God created you to be, and you will set the world on fire. Those are the words of Saint Catherine of Siena, whose feast we just celebrated a couple of days ago. So true, so incredibly true. If we become saints, that's basically it, because that means to be who God meant us to be. We will set the world on fire, fire of God's love. You know, everything changes. Nothing can stay the same in the best possible way. Okay, rest until sunrise, and let's do that as well. We have 6 more. So half of the apostles' retinue is here. Open complete Philip, Thomas, Thaddeus, and Simon. This would be then Judas Iscariot. Thaddeus, Judas Thaddeus, I think, is the other one. Right. Yeah, so this would be Simon, the zealot, right? Philip, James, son of Alphaeus, Bartholomew, or Nathaniel, Thomas, the twin, and Thaddeus, or Judah Thaddeus. Okay, this means that this is Iscariot. That would be the Ish means Iscariot, the man from Cariot, what is a place in is it Judea, in the land of Judea, but Ish is a man inside of Hebrew, so Iscariot means the man from Cariot, right? The man of Cariot. All right, and I guess now would be the time to complete the gathering of the apostles. And that is the exact thing which we will continue in the next episode. In this episode, we managed to get Matthew, and after that, we went to the most fascinating place, and I'm looking forward to continuing in this beautiful city of Jerusalem, the city of gold. It's a place where so many important things happened, and where the temple was, where Jesus did so many miracles. The place outside of which Jesus Christ was crucified and died for us. The game surely will depict all that, and in the next couple of episodes, I'm sure we'll be completely covering all that story. I hope you enjoyed this. Please comment down below everything that you liked, if you noticed something which I did not notice, if you have some ideas for the next episodes, share this with all other people with whom you think like this kind of a content could be interesting. Like whatever, YouTube algorithm does its own thing. God bless you all, of course, and I'm gonna be seeing you next week in the next episode. Goodbye.